It's being called a mass migration effort. Two separate boats believed to be involved in a sophisticated human smuggling operation washed up on our coast.
Yeah, one of them happened yesterday in Carlsbad. We brought it to you as breaking news during our noon newscast. Another one washing up in Mission Beach. Most of the people on those boats are free. They got away. CBS 8's Chris Grow live now in Mission Beach to tell us what Border Patrol agents have been seeing lately. Hi, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, guys. And what they're seeing lately is a rise in apprehensions on the coast, but also a rise in the amount of migrants that are simply using the beach access in order to gain access into the United States of America. While 5 people were arrested just yesterday, this is all happening at a time in which their maritime unit is not in the water. Take a listen.
And here in San Diego sector, we do have a maritime unit. Unfortunately, because of the increase in entries and apprehensions that we've seen over the course of the last year, we've had to put that particular unit on hiatus. So that in and of itself does hinder us from patrolling the coastal waters.
And so what we saw happen yesterday was some of the instances of these boats being used there to transport these migrants into the United States. And one we saw there happen on Carlsbad, that was off of Ocean Street. We found the lifeguards there found the boat abandoned with 17 life jackets on board. There could be more, there could even be less. And then just hours later, we saw that huge fishing boat, about a 40-footer, that showed up on the shores of South Mission Beach. And that's where we saw probably about 25 migrants, according to lifeguards, on that boat. Now, 5 were arrested, and those 5 believed to be Mexican nationals, all of them being men, but those 5 were apprehended. Now, the Border Patrol agent that you just heard from said that in the fiscal year of 2019, 660 migrants were apprehended off the coast, but last year, more than 2,500 apprehensions made in our area out at sea. So again, it is a rising problem. Now, here's the other part of this, though. The actual smuggling method, which has been used for decades, is not only dangerous, but also extremely expensive for these people who are making this decision, trying to seek a better life. It could cost as much as $20,000, and they don't even get released until that money has been received.
There are also vehicles that will pick these folks up once that panga boat, or in some instances, a recreational vessel, land. And so those vehicles will then load up the migrants and take them to a stash house where those folks will wait until their family members pay the smuggling fee, and only then will they be released or taken to their final destination.
And so with the resources from Border Patrol that normally would be there in the ocean being kind of redirected again towards those port of entries down near at the wall, the actual physical border there, they've had to rely on a good relationship with the lifeguards, with the San Diego lifeguards, as well as lifeguards in other cities up and down our coast, to alert them to when they are seeing these boats arrive in case anybody needs to be rescued, but then also for further processing. Eric and Netta.